Hi everybody, I'm finally back with a proper like little update video, well a long update video it probably will be because I'm going to get ready at the same time and just chat about where I've been, what's been going on. First of all I'm going to sort my skin out because I haven't done anything yet this morning. But yeah, I hope everyone's keeping safe and doing okay with everything that's going on. That's some good English there. Everything that's going on. But yeah, I literally, apart from the yumetwins box video that I did with my husband, I haven't filmed, I think, for 2 months. I'm sure it's at least 2 months. There's just been a lot going on, and I'm sure a lot of people were found with lockdown just not been as motivated, or it's just not been possible to film. I mean, for the first 3 months of lockdown, basically till July, my husband was home from work on furlough because he's high risk and so am I, and yeah, it was just really difficult to fit in filming, and I managed to fit in a few days because I thought I'd get more done with him being home to help with Bella, obviously, because I try not to film when she's here because she barks a lot at like people walking by, and I've got to have the curtains open because there's not enough light. But yeah, because her behaviour is a lot better than it used to be. I've got no primer on, so I don't know. No SPF, no primer. Don't know what I'm doing. Right, let's put. I'm sat in the sun. Right, I'm going to put some SPF on. This is the Body Shop Skin Defense. I probably won't say everything I'm putting on because obviously I'm trying to chat and I'll lose where I am, which I probably will already do. So I'll put everything down below that I use. But yeah, wear SPF, guys. It's really important. I wear it every single day. So yeah, basically it was really difficult to film. And then towards the end of lockdown, well, not the end because we're still technically, under social distancing, and feels like we're still under lockdown if you want to be careful and if you're high risk, etc. So yeah, towards the end, or before my husband went back to work, I was really motivated to get things done, and I started exercising properly again, eating really healthy. Which I'm sure a lot of people have found really difficult because when you're going through something so, up and down and lots of change and things, a lot of people find whatever is comforting, and for a lot of people that's food or just relaxing, watching things that make you happy, etc. But yeah, I really needed to get back into my healthy routine that I had before, and I was doing really, really well with that. I'd lost, I think I'd only been doing it a couple of weeks and I lost like 6 or 7 pounds. That's not the only reason I do it, to lose weight obviously, but to just be healthy and to keep my immunity up if anything does happen and we do catch it. I'm obviously high risk, so yeah, anyway, so that was going really, really well. I've just dropped the lid to my lip stuff into my lap, so that's good. I'm just putting on a little bit of lips. It's the only non-cruelty free thing that I use pretty much now, apart from like a spot treatment. I've got everything that I'm using up, and same with that. Once they're used up, I'm switching to completely cruelty free. Really trying hard on the cruelty free front at the moment. Always. Right, I'll let that soak in a little bit. I'm going to put some primer on that I want to try. This is the Pixie Skin Blurring Beauty Elixir from Barry M. I think I got it in a Look Fantastic. No, I got it in my last glossy box. I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, everything was going really well. Then I got bitten at night by a spider. They're like 99% sure it was a spider. So obviously wasn't expecting that. I have like very severe reactions to allergies and stuff. Anything I'm allergic to makes me really ill, makes me tired, sick. Not everything, but if I'm allergic to something, it's normally quite an extreme reaction. Obviously not anaphylaxis, that's awful, but an extreme reaction to bites and things like that. So get bitten by a spider and yeah, have a really bad reaction. My arm swells up. I feel really ill for a couple of days, and it's like getting bigger and bigger. I don't think you can see it anymore because it is a few weeks ago, but there is a bruise, a slight bruise there. That's the last of it, basically. It was this whole area here. So yeah, have a really bad reaction. I give it a couple of days because I hate going to the doctors. I'm obviously not going to the doctors at the moment if I can avoid it, because I'm high risk, and I just feel like it's an area where there's lots of people ill. If you don't have to go, you know, it's probably a good idea to stay at home and call the doctors instead, and that's what I did after my mum. Like my husband obviously and my dad all persuaded me, like saying it's not settling down, because I had one on my knee and the back of my leg, which was going like all bruised and purple and yellow. Yeah, really nasty. So rang the doctor. They had a look at the pictures that I sent, which is that's such a cool thing that they're offering at the moment. I hope they continue doing that for people who find it difficult to go in, or you are high risk for other illnesses and you don't want to go to the doctors if you don't need to. Obviously for some stuff that's not suitable. I don't know what is going on with this top. I tried a new top for filming and won't be wearing it again. So yeah, get put on antibiotics, can't exercise. So basically in the 2 weeks where I was on antibiotics, the bite went down, I started to feel a bit better. Took probiotics, which I really recommend when you're on antibiotics, because it stops your stomach getting affected by the antibiotics. And obviously I really didn't want to go on antibiotics because when you do need them for something else, like with COVID going on, I was like, the last thing I want is to use the antibiotics for that and then need them for something else, you know, something more serious. Anyway, so I had to take the antibiotics in the end. It wasn't clear enough. I was in pain with it. I felt really dizzy and sick, and like I'd had a really bad migraine, and like got my slurring my speech and all sorts. It was awful. So I was on those for 2 weeks, couldn't exercise because it makes your heart rate go up and it's not good for you when you're on antibiotics. So couldn't exercise. Tried to get back into my routine slowly as well. I was really sensible, just did a little bit of aerobics and stuff, really careful, like I usually do when I'm easing back into exercise, and managed to do something to my knee. So then my knee was hurting, which it still is not right now, but I've been using some special gel stuff, and I've got some kinesiology tape to try. So I'm hoping that settles back down whatever I've managed to do to that. But I don't even know how I did it, because I was only going gentle, and I'd managed like 3 weeks before that of exercise and I was fine. So anyway, so I'm like completely off track with my exercise, but I'm hoping to get back into it today, just doing some gentle yoga and then like building back up. And I'll obviously, if my knee isn't better in a couple of weeks, I will get that looked at and see what's going on with it. So hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully it's just like a pulled muscle, or you know, like I've overstretched it or twisted it a little bit. I'm hoping it will settle down and the kinesiology tape will help. So all of this has been going on. And obviously with lockdown going on, and we've had some, like Bella's not been very well, and also my sister's been moving out to live with her boyfriend, and I've been starting to set up my studio for like my arts and crafts, and I want to get into painting furniture, and I also want to set up like a background so I could take pictures for Instagram for my channel, and to film in there as well. So I'm hoping to have like a background set up to take photos against, and it will be the background in my videos so that I can not be at the sofa basically. So yeah, there's just been a lot going on. It's just been chaos really, but I expect a lot of people have found that with you know, lockdown and like COVID going on, that it's so much change, and it feels like because something so huge is going on, that COVID's like the tippy top of everything, and then everything else feels stressful. And yeah, so I'm sure, I'm waving my hands around a lot today, I'm sure a lot of people have felt like I have, that it's just a lot of change and there's a lot going on. So I either didn't have time to film, I couldn't get like enough time, because I like to do my makeup and then film a few videos for a month. Basically I like to film a month at a time, pre-film, so I've got enough for one video a week. But it just has not worked out basically. It's just been too difficult to try and film, and I've either been ill or I haven't felt like it. And then we went to visit my family as well for the first time in 4 months, which was lovely. Okay, like not gonna tear up because I miss them, obviously. I miss them at the moment. I'm hoping to see my sisters again next week. But obviously social distancing and everything, being super, super careful, because we're all high risk. We've all got different health problems. So we're all being as careful as possible. So yeah, that was really nice last week, and now this week I'm like, you know, get in the studio sorted, get back on track basically. So I did my nails and everything yesterday, did like a nice face mask, just got myself ready to film, and I'm going to try and film as many videos as possible. Bella's with my sister, she's got her for the day, so I've got like the whole day to film basically. I feel like I've got hair on my face, but I'm just putting on what I use instead of foundation basically, which I will show you in a second. I've just mixed two things together, and that's over the top of the primer and the SPF. And then I'm going to put on a little tiny bit of concealer to spot conceal, but I don't use too much on my face. I don't use foundation. I've explained in videos before that I just don't enjoy the feeling of foundation on my skin. I've got very sensitive skin, and I feel like one product too many, and I don't like this primer underneath. The primer's making this apply weird. This normally goes on lovely and smooth. It might be that I added a bit too much of the shiny stuff actually, but anyway, I'll try it without next time and see if it goes on better. But yeah, as you can see, this just makes me shiny, but it's like, in real life, it's like a pink glowy colour. It really complements my skin, and I just much prefer something really super lightweight like this to foundation. I've just never found a foundation that I like want to wear on my skin, if that makes sense. I could leave this on all day, which I will do today. But yeah, I can leave this on all day and it doesn't affect my skin. Whereas if I wear foundation, I've tried creamy products, powder products, all different types of foundation. Not all foundations, obviously, but a lot of different foundations. I don't know why I'm going on a foundation rant. But yeah, I just haven't found one that I like, basically. Right, we may as well use that up. Seeing as I've got a lower top on today, may as well use that up. Where are you going? There we go. Right, I honestly am not wearing this top ever again. So yeah, I'll show you what I've put on. I've been using this for years. If you've been watching my channel for a while, this is the Bright Glow Instaglow CC Cream in Light Skin. It's from Body Shop, cruelty free, and I checked online, and these are cruelty free as well. I think it says on here, so yeah, vegan and cruelty free. This is Figs and Rouge Wonder Love Charm Glow Elixir, and it's got like rose quartz and stuff in it, and hyaluronic acid, vitamin A, C and E, and it's just like a really pink, I don't know where I was going then, pink, like a highlighter it looks like, but it's like a serum sort of texture, and I mix that with that, and then I spread that all over, and it makes me look super shiny, but obviously I'm adding other stuff as well. So yeah, so all that's been going on. I haven't filmed, and I'm back basically, and I'll talk about Glossybox in a second. Let's spot conceal. I'm going in with the Revolution Supersize Conceal and Define. I love this concealer. This is in C1, obviously, because Casper. I think that's what it stands for, Casper 1. Oh, I told you it was going to be a long video, but I feel like I'm allowed one long video in like months. Just to I could have split this into two and done my makeup, and then done a Chatty video, just like updating. I am going to do a shorter one to talk about something really important, but I will link that down below. Just spot concealing. I like to put I have very red cheeks, and I love blush, so I know it's counterproductive, but I like to this colour looks too dark on me now. What's the lightest one they do, isn't it? Does anyone know if they do a lighter one? I may need to get a lighter one of those, because my skin's got really light. I did not get my brush ready. I was just going to use my finger, but oh, is this too dirty? Not dirty, dusty is the word, because they are clean. I've washed them. I think it's got dusty. Look at the state of that. Should I tap? I'm going to tap it in with my finger today, I think. I think I need to get some storage for my brushes. Of course, that's not going to blend now. Oh, I'll just go for it. So yeah, just buffing that in. And what was I going to say? A Glossybox. I'm not doing Glossybox anymore for a few reasons. I'm trying to only support cruelty-free brands, for one. That's one of the biggest reasons why I finally decided. Although they do have a lot of cruelty-free products in their boxes, not everything is cruelty-free, and I think if I was going to do a beauty box again, it would have to be cruelty free, basically. So I will look at that in the future, but for now I'm just having a little break from the beauty boxes. I don't use as many beauty products as I used to because I found products I like and that work for me, so I tend to just stick with those. So I either end up giving the products away, which is fine, but I just feel like it's not for me at the moment. And also I had a really bad experience with them as well. I've seen other people have had, what is my hair doing? I'll show you my hair in a second. Yeah, I've seen other people have had really bad experiences with their customer service, and I just find that really disappointing because I was a customer for a long time, at least 2 years, and before that 2 years as well. Like, I had a gap in between, but about 2 years before when they first started, and I've just seen that their customer service has really gone downhill, basically. And I just find that really disappointing because they were such a good company. And yeah, I had a really bad experience with them where they sent me a box that wasn't that month's box, basically, and it just had a load of samples in it. And I've noticed, I mean, with COVID going on, you know, fair enough, the first box I had in COVID was a little bit dodgy as well, but it wasn't just that, because this was happening way before lockdown. The quality of stuff was going down. Sometimes there was just like these kind of samples, which, you know, you can get in a magazine and stuff like that, if you see what I mean. I just feel like the quality went down, and I was just getting fed up of being fobbed off as well with like, oh, there's like boxes were later and later every month, which was messing up my schedule for filming and stuff like that. Although it's not like the most important thing in the world, it just didn't suit me anymore. I just got fed up with their lack of empathy, basically. They just seem to stop caring about their customers, like their older customers, and just cared about getting new people. Just a tiny bit of cream contour, just so I'm not so flat. This is the Larizzi in Aloha, which I love. I've been using this for ages, and they are cruelty free. I checked when I started using it. So I'm just gonna blend that in. I pretty much buff this, so it's, because that is what contour's for, is to give you a little bit of shadow. And I don't use bronzer very often because I find where I'm so pale, if I buy one that's light enough for my skin, it kind of just looks like contour anyway, because it tends to be cool toned, which I do prefer. Like, my favourite one is the L'Oreal one, but obviously I'm trying to get away from using any makeup that's not cruelty free, so I don't use that as often. But I will use it up because I also don't want to waste products as well. Does anyone else have one side that just will not blend as nice as the other? Probably because my brush is a bit big, to be fair. I just wanted it to be very soft today. So yeah, there's my base, apart from blush, which is, oh, and highlight as well, obviously. As you can see, I much prefer a natural glowy look to anything else, really. Oh, am I going to go... do I go for my old favourite, or do I go for Infinity? I think I'm going to go with my Linda Hallberg Infinity palette if I can get it out. I've definitely got a hair on my face. So I've said about Glossy Box, I've said about the bite and filming. What else was there to update you on? I mean, like I said, this has gone on really patchy today. That's so annoying. Typical when I film for the first time in ages. Definitely not using that primer again. Awful. It's gone all peely. Ugh. Right, anyway, lesson learned. Don't try new primers when you haven't filmed for ages. And, oh, my blush brush is dusty as well. I do have some new eyeshadow brushes to try. Right, I'm going into... that's more peachy. I love this colour. I'm going into Pinwheel in my Infinity Linda Hallberg palette that I love. It's really natural. Don't think I normally use this brush, but it's super pigmented. I'm going to buff that out in a second. Just a tiny bit of blush. Absolutely love blush. Comment a pink heart down below if you love blush. I think that's a cool idea. I basically bronze with blush, which for someone who has naturally like ready cheeks, you would have thought I hate blush, but I just I just love that really blushy look. I am looking a little bit washed out on camera, but in real life it's more pinky. I'm hoping, like, as you know, as I get my studio and everything done, I will get some like proper lights and things, save for a camera, all those sort of things. And I will be learning editing as well. I know I keep saying it, and I was hoping to learn through lockdown, but it just didn't work out that way, which life rarely does work out exactly how we planned. So yeah. Oh, why have I closed that? I need that for highlight. So we'll get into the new eyeshadow brushes in a minute. Now we've got all the big stuff out of the way. I think that was everything. What one do I want? I just want it really natural. Oh, dusty. I need to get some storage for my brushes. It's no good. Right, I'm going to go into this really light highlight. This is Milky Way. These are really soft highlight. I've reviewed this palette. I'll link it down below if I remember. Which, if I don't, someone remind me. So I'm just highlighting where the light naturally goes, and obviously I've got a very glowy base on, so I don't need too much. That's why I wouldn't use anything too pigmented. But I like to take my highlight quite low. I've been watching a lot of Robert Welsh, and I've learnt so much from him. And I feel like I was already going down that more natural sort of path, and like really paying attention to where the light, because like the light hits here, but I don't want to put it here because that makes you look greasy, but it hits here, and any areas where you get oily, just avoid putting highlight there. And you can always put a touch of powder as well, which I would do normally, and I may do like as filming goes on. But yeah, let's get into the eyeshadow brushes, and I think that was everything I had to talk about. Oh, I still need this palette. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was everything I wanted to talk about. I've done glossy books, done all the little health updates and stuff. So, yeah. So let's do some eyeshadow now. And we're not doing too bad for time. I was thinking around half an hour. Am I really feeling... I mean, I might use a little bit of a coat. I don't know if I'm feeling these colours today, although I do love this colour. I really want something a bit more grungy. Or do I want something I can change up for the filming? Let's ponder that a second. Right, I'm going to get out my new brushes. So this is the other thing I wanted to talk about. I got these brushes a little while ago. These are Harry Potter makeup brushes. Let's get rid of this now. We don't need you anymore. And yeah, I've been so excited to try these. It's been like trying to get to the point where I can film has just been torture, just waiting to try these brushes. So they are wands from the films, basically. Well, and technically from the books as well, but style wise it's from the films. So yeah, we've got all these brushes. They are so cool. I will link them down below. I did know all the people, but I don't want to get any wrong on camera. So yeah, I'm not going to even attempt today. When I'm trying to concentrate, what is this doing? When I'm trying to concentrate on filming, my mind goes to mush. So, I mean, I haven't done my eyebrows yet. So let's do eyebrows with this brush. This is so cool. Oh, I wish I'd wrote down the ones. Oh, they're so pretty. Yeah, I don't want to get any wrong, so... Right, I think I'm going to go into... I'm pretty sure Cigar matches me as an eyeshadow. As a... Hang on, let me just try. Yes, Cigar matches me. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Cigar. I want to keep my eyebrows really natural today. I'm just going to go super light because I'm just going to fluff them up. So I'm just going to fill them in a little bit. Sometimes I do go the whole pencil and shaping them and everything. Like I said, I just want to keep everything really natural and kind of grungy today. I can't believe I nearly forgot my eyebrows. This is such a good match for my eyebrows, this eyeshadow. Well, it's a multi-purpose palette. I'm pretty sure Linda Hallberg uses one of these colours as well for her eyebrows. I'll link her down below if you haven't watched any of her videos and you love like avant-garde makeup. Definitely check her out. I discovered her when I saw a picture of no, Spectrum palette. Spectrum. Hang on a second. Spectral. Yeah, I was right the first time. Spectral palette. Yeah, when I saw a picture of that online, I had to see where, like, whose palette it was, and I discovered her on YouTube. I feel like I should have done a little bit of pencil, but that's fine. I can always touch that up. Just want to get the rough, soft sort of shape. Where am I going here? What's this? That's better. My eyebrow's not that high. I'm supposed to be reviewing these brushes, aren't I? Just enjoying filling in my eyebrow then. It's been so long. I've definitely got a hair here. It's driving me mad. Well, I like these brushes so far. What am I doing with it? Just waving it around. Right, and then I'm going to go through with a little bit of... I need a eyelash pencil. I've moved everything around, which, if anyone who owns makeup knows, is always a mistake, because then you can never find anything. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my hair in a second. I'll do that at the end. Yeah, loving these brushes for eyebrows, so that's good. I always love a new eyebrow brush. I mean, you can use it for liner as well, but I don't do liner, so. I've really let my eyebrows just grow as well, which has, like, they have filled out so much. There we go, nice and fluffy. Don't know what's going on here. There we go. So I know there's definitely hair there. This is how I really like my brows. So I just basically fill them in and then fluff them up with brow gel. So I love that fluffy look. I know it's not for everyone. Just tidy up any little bits. Trying to escape. There we go. Love it. Fluffy, super fluffy. How many times can I say fluffy? Right, then we're going to go and try... Oh no, I've got to say it again. I mean, I like this brush for the crease, maybe? So it's like an angled, fluffy brush. Let's give that a go. Right, I'm going to go into my thigh, I think it's called, in the spec... Why does it look so light on there? It's not that light in real life, and that is not that brown either. It's more like a tan colour, that one. I don't think I've ever used that colour. Right, as you can see, these are my two most used, and the Fornax, the black. Go figure. Alright, tap. Dusty. Right, into my crease. I haven't done eyeshadow for months, so this is just going to be basic, because that is all I can cope with at the moment, till I get back into it. I will do something more colourful, and I'll try these brushes again. So this is basically just a skin colour. I am going to get some eyeshadow primer. I don't like using concealer, because I definitely see a difference when I don't use it. Obviously this isn't going to be as pigmented, but concealer is really greasy, and it definitely breaks my eyeshadow down. Now I know what's causing that, I don't use it anymore. So I've basically just gone through the crease quite heavy with that Mathai colour. We'll have to check the pronunciation of that. I like how this goes like into, it's like slotted, so it goes into the crease nice. And then I'm going into Cigar, which is darker. I'm just going to tap that off into the crease again. Just to get a nice wash of that. I love this palette though. It's such a good neutral face and eye palette. I'm gonna turn the brush. I think I could just use this for highlight. Think about that. So I'm just building that up in the outer corner. Like I said, I'm just keeping this really basic and grungy. Oh, I like that already. Right, and then I'm just going to blend over that with the I've got it all over me, of course. Maffei and this like big fluffy brush. So going into the lighter colour. Just going to blend that all out. I'm just using really gentle circular motions. Just want it to look really soft and blown out. I'm going to tap gently back into Cigar. Just deepen this outer corner a smidge because I want to connect it with underneath. Really smoke that out. How's that looking? Even for once. Maybe I should take a break more often. Right, and then I'm just going to bring that up slightly on this side. Shouldn't need to add any more. Yeah, just slightly, just soften that. Don't know why I'm using my phone, that's always a mistake. Because then you look closer and you're like, oh. Right, and then I'm just going to take my thigh, sweep that over the lids. I'm going to keep this really soft and neutral for the 100th time, which I think we've got now. Right, let's try and try all the brushes. Right, keep the fluffy ones there. Right, so I'm just going to go in with this pencil brush into my, oh, it's really like firm. And then into Cigar, do the same again, really tight to the lash line. Not super keen on that brush, to be honest. A little bit harsh on the under. Right, I'm just going to dip into my thigh on the fluffy brush. Smoke that out. And then Cigar in the outer corner. Just to bring that all together. Oh, I like that. Out. It's bound to happen with a bigger brush. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that highlight that I used on this brush. Highlight the brow, which I think I already did, but no. May as well do the nose again. There we go. It's nice and neutral, nice and quick. And I'm just going to do eyelashes. Oh, I should have kept that. Why have I been using my broken mirror as well? Where's my... I'm using the plot. Right, eyelashes, and then we are nearly done. Oh, and I'll show you my hair. Even though it needs washing. I really need some new eyelash colours. I hate these. If anyone else has got these eyelash colours, do you actually like using them? They are the Fur Cosmetics ones. Just love how someone's alarm's going off. Hope it's not a fire alarm. No, it's a car alarm. Oh, what the heck? What's that eyebrow doing? Right. And then I keep saying right a lot, don't I? Nearly there. Nearly ready to let you go. And then I'm going into my Essential No, Essence. What am I on today? Essence Black Magic Mascara, Drama and Curl, which I really, really like. I have really hooded eyes, so I find holding it that way works better. And it still curls them. I have to really take my time with my, there's that hair, with my eyelashes, because it goes all over my lid otherwise, because my eyes are so hooded. Tiny bit on the lower lash line. Get rid of that. Hope they don't test the fire alarms today. They can't come in at the moment because of COVID. So they're just pressing the button. So, and they don't give you any warning, so it just beeps once a week and goes off for a couple of seconds. While I'm doing my mascara would not be a good time for that to happen. What has happened there? Let's get that clump out in a minute. All these years of doing makeup and I still cannot get mascara even. Look at that side, lovely, fluffy. What are you? What is that? Right, I think I'm going to do my lips off camera because I've got no idea what I want to put on, so I'll have a think about that in a minute. But basically I've dyed my hair two colours, so I'll show you, and then I will let you go. It's full of dry shampoo at the moment because I'm trying to go as long as possible in between without washing it. But yeah, you saw in the other video, if you watched the yumetwins unboxing. But yeah, basically it's like a faded purple this side to bright purple, and then a bluey green to bright blue this side. Yeah, so that's that. And I think I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry it was a long video, but I hope it was okay because I had a lot to explain. So yeah, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below, let me know how you're doing, what your goals are for this year, anything really. Let's have a chat in the comments. I always try and reply to everybody. So yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.